Everybody, hope you're having a good Sunday. It's kind of cold outside. I just took a very brief walk. So, I wanted to try doing a video that would be anchored by some kind of activity, because I'm gonna ramble, but I also want something continuous, something consistent throughout this video. So what I'm gonna do is eat some vanilla custard, frozen custard from Shake Shack. I ordered 2 of them yesterday on their delivery app, well, it was their takeout app, and I picked them up, ate one of them yesterday evening, and then covered the top of this in saran wrap and saved it for today. So I took it out of the freezer and let it slightly thaw in the refrigerator for about an hour. And what I'm gonna do is rate every spoonful that I eat from 1 to 10. 1 to 10. 1 to 10. It's kind of noisier than usual on Sundays. Ugh, everybody is out of sorts. So, let's get started. Ten. 10. The vanilla custard, in my opinion, is a lot better than the chocolate custard. The chocolate custard melts very quickly. The chocolate custard melts very quickly relative to the vanilla custard. Also 10. A friend of mine on Facebook said that there's more egg in the vanilla version of the custard, and that's what makes it more cohesive. Ten. I finished watching Tiger King earlier today. Man, it got really dark. I'm not gonna spoil anything because that's not the point of this video, but everybody in that, like, I was expecting somebody would come off as likable eventually. 10. But everyone just was an asshole. Just like, it was hilarious, but everybody just was terrible, and I felt like the world was a worse place after watching it. I'd love to hear what you guys thought. I really like this frozen custard, by the way. So, I mean, I'm sure you can find better frozen custard at like mom and pop places back east, but you don't have a ton of options out here. Ten. You have soft serve ice cream options out here, which is not frozen yogurt, it's real ice cream. It's not frozen custard either. You have the CVT truck, 2 trucks I think there are, that are usually around West Hollywood or Sherman Oaks. At least they are when there's no quarantine. And then of course you have all the soft serve trucks in East LA, things like that hang out around Elysian Park. It's really tricky to talk to a camera lens in a natural way because I'm expecting there to be somebody there. That's what most people expect when you're talking in a serious manner. 10, by the way. But a person is not a camera, you know. It's hard to get that bond when you're speaking to a camera, and it's hard for me to talk to people as it is, so it's even harder to talk to a camera as if it were a real person. That's why I think that so many of the star YouTubers are clearly narcissistic sociopaths. Because it's not that they see the camera as a person. No, they just see all people like cameras. They see them as a tool from which they can get something that you get the right words, you get the right pictures into a person. Hopefully you get what you want out of them. Like, watch any of the top 100 YouTubers and they pretty much all act in this way. Or actually, don't watch any of the 100 top YouTubers because it's very bleak. Most of their content is them either accusing other people of being racist pedophiles or them denying that they themselves are racist pedophiles or them apologizing for being proven to have been racist pedophiles. This is a really good custard. For anybody out here who is not a vegan, you should definitely order Shake Shack and order a couple of these. Eat one the time of pickup and then save the others in your freezer. If you save them in your freezer, cover that little spot with plastic wrap so you don't get freezer burn. I'm trying to record this microphone with a little bit less gain, and then I'll bump up the volume in the post-production if I need to, see if that makes it sound a little bit better. I'm just playing. Remember, there are lots of videos of people eating Shake Shack in ASMR, but there are only so many videos of Patrick eating Shake Shack in ASMR. I was exhausted today. I really have to start writing down what I plan to do for the day ahead of time, because if I wake up without a game plan, you guys know how it is. It's really tricky to get back on track of things. 10. Have you guys had any favorite delivery or pickup food so far in the last month? 10. This would go really good with an ice cream cone, but you know, that's not gonna keep well. That would get really soggy if I got the cone from Shake Shack. Although if I got ice cream cone separately and just put the custard on after the fact, that might work. 10. My plan is to try to hone my concepts of these videos a little bit, just on my personal YouTube, and then I will, if I get good at it, make a dedicated YouTube channel. So I'm subjecting you, lucky people, to my really awkward development process. Someday these will be the B-sides and rarities, and people will geek out over them, trade bootleg tapes of them. I'll be the Dave Matthews Band of ASMR. Very white and awkward and irritating. 10. Oh, that was really loud. A uniformity of volume really is essential for a good ASMR, and that's something that I have to work on. 10. I'm really impressed by people who have like a consistent soft voice, because doing a whispering voice is pretty easy and straightforward. But doing something with a little more texture in it, but keeping it soft, smooth, that's tricky. So I'm going to give this video a little bit of replay value. Watch the video again, but then pretend that the wall behind me is a blue sky. And then you can be like, oh, he's in the sun. Patrick is eating some summer sweets. The fun thing about this is that I get to talk in ways that if I spoke to you like this in real life, it would scare the shit out of you. 10, by the way. That'd be like a 7 out of 10. It was kind of soupy this time around. Ten. swipe left. So remember, this is a very sunny day, not a cloud in the sky. So then you can rewind it, get a totally different experience with your imagination. Yeah, that was a really good bowl of ice cream, or bowl of custard. I think the average ranking of the bites would probably be 10 out of 10. I think the median ranking would be 10 out of 10. I think the mode ranking would probably be 10 out of 10. Do you guys remember what the mode is? Do you guys remember your Algebra 2 classes? Well, that totally derailed the ASMR vibe. Yeah, I mainly did this video just to feel like I was doing something, expressing myself in some way. It's really weird when you go for so many days without speaking to anybody in person. But all of you are kind of dealing with that. Shit's tough. And hopefully this video makes some people feel good, or at least makes them feel better than it does make them feel worse. That's really the magic of like people who do good ASMR or do good YouTube content. Generally, you want to make people feel better than they felt when they first tuned in. You keep people watching, have them see what's happening next. Well, I think that was probably enough time. I really recommend the vanilla custard at Shake Shack. This is an unsolicited endorsement. Take care of yourselves and each other.